The western provinces of Canada just pulled the nuclear option. They are literally in the process of breaking up Canada. The western provinces are Canada's economic engine. Western Canada contributes 40% of all Canadian exports, yet they only have 30% of the population. These provinces just made a massive announcement about their exit from Canada after years of economic exploitation and federal overreach. Alberta and Saskatchewan aren't bluffing anymore. They've written the blueprint. And now on top of that, British Columbia, traditionally a more moderate province politically, is joining Alberta and Saskatchewan. While the West bankrolls the country, Ottawa continues to punish their industries and choke their growth, as if it's some kind of reward. Saskatchewan and even British Columbia just made history by formally coordinating their separation strategy from the rest of Canada. So here we go. Canada is having a nervous breakdown, and no, it's not about hockey or maple syrup this time. Alberta and Saskatchewan just officially teamed up to start something Ottawa thought would never happen. Elected officials from both provinces held the first ever joint caucus meeting in Canadian history in the border city of Lloydminster. Yes, on June 18th, 2025, they met in Lloydminster, not for a barbecue or rodeo, but for the first joint caucus meeting in Canadian history. Let that sink in. This wasn't symbolic. These weren't just angry tweets. This was legislative groundwork for an actual exit plan from the rest of Canada. Two Western provinces coming together to formalize their mutual intention to declare independence from Ottawa's economic colonialism. And if you're thinking, oh, it's just politics, wait until you hear the math. Alberta generates 14% of Canada's entire GDP, yet they make up only 11% of the population. So why are they handing over $20 to $30 billion every year in equalization payments to Ottawa and getting absolutely nothing in return? Literally zero. It's like paying rent on a mansion, but being forced to sleep in the garage. One of the reasons Alberta feels so used and abused, so taken advantage of, is because of this imbalance. Meanwhile, Saskatchewan, the quiet cousin everyone ignores, is now pumping out 460,000 barrels of oil per day. Its oil and gas sector has become the province's largest contributor to GDP. So what's Ottawa doing? Trying to cap that production by up to 30%. Because why not cripple your second largest oil-producing province during an energy crisis, right? This means Alberta ends up sending $20 billion more to Ottawa than it receives back every single year. Saskatchewan faces a similar situation. Their oil and gas industry is booming, yet they're still being held back. And here's the plot twist nobody expected. British Columbia just jumped on board too. BC, the supposedly chill, environmentally conscious province that used to play neutral, has had enough. They've watched their resource projects get buried in red tape while their taxpayers' money gets funneled to Eastern Canada. Apparently, choking an economy with regulations is the fastest way to turn moderates into revolutionaries. Federal rules blow east while they destroy the West's natural resource production and development. And that's not even the most jaw-dropping part, which brings us to the legal firepower. People love to say, oh, they can't legally separate. Actually, under Canada's own Clarity Act, provinces can leave legally if they win a referendum with a clear majority. That's it. No constitutional amendment. No begging the Queen, just hold a vote, win it, and Ottawa is legally required to negotiate. Canada's Clarity Act provides a clear roadmap for provinces to leave, a result of the Quebec referendum in the 1990s. Canada's Supreme Court laid out the path, and Alberta didn't waste any time. Premier Danielle Smith came in hot. The very next day after Mark Carney's Liberals won the federal election, she introduced Bill 54. What's that, you ask? Just a little law that made it 70% easier to call a separation referendum. Before, you needed 600,000 signatures. Now, just 177,000. Closing message. This was today's important update. We want to make it absolutely clear that our videos never include any kind of misinformation. Canadian Nexus is dedicated to bringing you verified and trustworthy news from across Canada, from politics to society and everything in between. If you value truth and facts, you're in the right place. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Canadian Nexus channel. Thank you.